As news of the massacre circulated, crowds took to the streets and taunted and stoned the police, and then themselves went on the rampage, accusing members of the Zulu-based Inkatha Freedom Party, with the help of the police, of last night's killings.
Inkatha supporters were delivered in a Caspias outside the township here by police. And then we've got one lady here who actually saw a policeman, you know, helping that Inkatha supporter was carrying a panga. The policeman broke down the door and then went in, and then he was followed by this Inkatha men. Then they started hacking all people in the house there.
Even as this day began, the massacre of Boipatong had produced the highest death toll in the conflict between Inkatha and the ANC. We're now witnessing acts of revenge and random shooting throughout the township and the neighbouring squatter camps. And we're only halfway through this day. This woman was the victim of one revenge attack. Her husband is a policeman, and policemen here, at the best of times, are not welcome. Her home had been looted, his car set alight. As the morning gave way to the afternoon, police reinforcements were moving into the township. The Inkatha Freedom Party were denying responsibility. But for now, there were more immediate worries of surviving the day. John Harrison, BBC News in Boipatong Township.
More than 20...
A massacre of 39 people at the Boipatong squatter camp on Wednesday night. The ANC Secretary-General blamed President de Klerk for the murders and warned that the negotiations on South Africa's future were in serious danger.
Through the morning winter smog, a minority of the people of Boipatong make their way to work. Others stay behind in the township. The strike is a protest against a massacre. People still angry, eh?
They are still angry. They are still angry.
Equally outraged, Archbishop Tutu, who visited Boipatong this afternoon and offered his verdict.
Absolutely barbaric, yes, and we are just shattered.
Following the massacre, which claimed the lives of children, one as young as 9 months, as well as men and women, the people of Boipatong are now demanding that the nearby Zulu hostel, home to Inkatha supporters accused of the killings, should be closed down.
Those people must leave the place.
If those people can be removed there, and then there's no trouble.
Following President de Klerk's pledge that those guilty of what he called mindless killings would be brought to justice, police reinforcements arrived at the hostel. The orders were to prevent the Zulus from leaving, to interrogate and, if necessary, to arrest suspects. Inside, the Zulus chanted and resisted defiantly. Lawyers were called in to mediate. This operation is taking place 2 days after the massacre in the township. The assumption here is that President de Klerk thought yesterday's police response, the confiscation of a handful of traditional weapons, too weak. In Johannesburg, the ANC marched on the headquarters of police intelligence. They accused Zulus, members of the rival Inkatha Freedom Party, of the killings and the government of complicity.
De Klerk must give a full account on why he continues to slaughter our people.
They then demanded the presence of a senior intelligence officer they accused of knowing about the planned massacre.
We are here to ask Colonel Gous to come out, and to come out now.
Incredibly, the colonel responded. He emerged, called the angry crowd comrades, and then issued a denial.
No information was received by the South African police, by me myself, that any violence was expected at Boipatong.
Charges and denials as the people of Boipatong prepare to bury their dead. John Harrison, BBC News, Johannesburg.